Welcome to my no bullshit basic arms warrior guide for the war within. Arms warriors are rather slow and calculated melee damage dealers. The playstyle is pretty simple. Press buttons when they light up, get ready for huge execute phases and keep your bleeds up. Now let's talk talents. In the war within we can choose between Colossus and Slayer as hero talent trees. To keep things simple I will cover Slayer here since it performs better at single target while only being slightly worse in multi-target situations. We have tons of options with our talents, but to keep things simple, here are two talent trees. One for pure single target and another one for Mythic Plus or Dungeons. We have one main rule. Always keep your rage in mind. You don't want to waste rage by overcapping, but you also don't want to overspend so you're starved for your next global cooldown. Here is our single target priority list. Keep Rend up. Thunderous Roar, Avatar and Colossus Smash on cooldown. Execute with a sudden death proc. Overpower at 2 charges, Mortal Strike, Skull Splitter, Blade Storm, Overpower and Slam as a filler. The execute phase gets much simpler. You keep pressing execute until you have 2 stacks of Executioner's Precision and then use Blade Storm and Mortal Strike. If you're out of rage, use Overpower as a filler. When you get the force set, things get even simpler. You just spam Overpower and execute until you have 2 stacks of the force set buff Lethal Blows. Only then you press Mortal Strike. Blade Storm is not affected by this change. Our single target opener without any procs looks like this. You charge in and Rend, Thunderous Roar, Avatar into Colossus Smash, Blade Storm, Overpower, Mortal Strike, Skull Splitter, Overpower into our normal single target priority list. In multi-target situations with 5 or more targets, the priority looks like this with the multi-target talent tree. Use Thunderclap if Rend is not up, Thunderous Roar, Sweeping Strikes, Avatar, Colossus Smash or Warbreaker, Cleave, Overpower during Sweeping Strikes, Blade Storm, Execute with a sudden death proc, Mortal Strike, Overpower and Thunderclap as a filler. If there are only 2 to 4 mobs alive, use Sweeping Strikes and switch back to the single target priority list. Just put Blade Storm above Mortal Strike. Our multi-target opener looks like this. Charge in and Thunderclap to apply Rend, Thunderous Roar, Avatar into Colossus Smash, Cleave, Blade Storm, Sweeping Strikes, Overpower, Cleave into our multi-target rotation. How should you use your cooldowns? Basically, zug zug, send them when they're up. Just try to use Avatar, Colossus Smash and Blade Storm together. Alright, we know how to do damage now, but how do we keep ourselves alive? If you're in danger, use Die by the Sword, Spell Reflection, Defensive Stance and Ignore Pain to reduce incoming damage. If you need healing, use Impending Victory to heal yourself. But use your defenses preemptively to mitigate incoming damage instead of using them when you're already at 5% HP. Better safe than sorry, and don't forget, a dead warrior does 0 damage. Which embellishment should you use? Currently, the Darkmoon Sigil Ascension and the Writhing Armor Bending seem to do the most damage. Craft them in this order. Now for the stat prio. Most of the time, a higher item level with more strength of weapon damage will be better than your lower item level gear. Otherwise, you want to prioritize Haste, Critical Strike, Mastery and Versatility. But as always, make sure to sim your character to know what the best item is for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments or catch me live on twitch.tv/NinoMMO. That's it for my basic arms warrior guide. Check the description of this video and our Warbreaker community for more in-depth resources for all warrior specs. Thanks for watching, bye bye.